Hi and welcome to a new episode of Product Release Notes, where we present the latest updates and improvements in Omega 365.
Yes, that's right, and in today's episode we'll be presenting fresh updates within Complete and Interface Management. So let's start in the Scope Explorer, a central web app in Complete, and a couple of updates there. It's a little bit tidied up when it comes to how you choose if you want to see the bars or the lines, and if you want to toggle between showing scope items and handovers. And if we go down here in the scope items, there you have the hyperlink to the activity, and if you click on that one, that has not changed. That takes you directly to the setup of the activity. However, what is new is this, that you can click on this one and it takes you directly to the execute mode of the activity, where you have the focus on the checklist.
Yep.
And moving over to object details, when you click on an object, you get into the object details app. And in the activities tab there now, we've added this checklist name, title, and revision here. So a little improvement there. Talking about checklist library, a checklist can be modified, and you prepare a new revision then. And to know that there's a new revision in preparation, there's a new field available showing here, like in this case, a new revision is being prepared.
Because checklist, you can create revisions, and when you are finished, you can publish it.
Yes.
While during it working on a new revision, it's shown here.
Yes, that's useful information. And then activity sets, you can tie a set of activities, for example, to an object, so that you know if for this type of object it's going to go through these activities, for example. Sometimes when there's no connection to an object, it's still useful to have a set of activities that you can pre-populate, so it's faster when you're going to set up the activities. So like in this case, I have an activity set for migration of data, an example I've created, where we have the activities we want to go through. So instead of having to manually create these activities every time we're going to do this migration of data, we can go in here under action, say create activities from activity set, and then I can use that activity set if it's published to the org unit where I'm in. And you also select then which org unit to populate these activities into. Okay, and in scope items, we now have support for showing the skyline here. Seen it in other apps like in activities and milestones. We have a skyline, but now also for scope items.
And there are different settings, same ones that are in activities and milestones.
So you can choose if you want to include the child org units, for example, or just the ones that are specific for that org unit, and what information to have on it. So that's useful, and of course you can toggle between days, weeks, months, years in the view here.
Great.
Okay, and then we have a good update in interface, where you can, in an interface, you will say which parties are involved. So that's defined there. What's new is that in addition to tie it to workflows, meetings, objects, documents, you can now also tie it to an activity or several activities. So there might be multiple activities going on which is related to this interface. So you add those activities easily by the same way as you add the meetings, objects, and workflows. Click here and then you select the activity inside the context you are, or it's also possible to select one from outside.
Great. Okay, thank you. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.